Hey, here we are, folks. It is Monday. And what an unbelievable day it is. Sun shining, a little chilly today, but I'm Tom Young, and we're here to change your life. This is about you, folks. It's not about me. It's about what I can say, what I can share with you to inspire you to greatness. Remember, the Summit to Success is coming shortly. I'll let you know the exact dates, but you don't want to miss out on the Summit to Success. It is going to be a holistic approach to success, including everything from personal, financial, health, well-being, business, all of the ingredients necessary for maximizing your success in life. I'm Tom Young. We start every day with prayers. Prayers for everybody that's been affected by COVID in some way or another. This is worldwide, and we are now, I believe, starting to win. We will get this behind us. My wife and I had our first shot a couple of weeks ago, or last Saturday, I think it was. And in another 2 weeks, we have our second shot. So it's happening. We will get it behind us. But our prayers still go out for everybody affected by COVID. Our prayers also go out for everybody who has lost loved ones in this event and otherwise. And prayers also to the Lord above, that he would open his arms and take into his kingdom those who have died in the last year or so because of this COVID-19 pandemic. The China virus, as some people are referring to it as, but I don't know. We don't know, but this is going to be unbelievable. The future is going to be great and grand for those who are prepared for the future. So let's get started today. We're still talking about the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. And today we've moved on to another section in the book called Relaxation. 10 steps toward relaxation. You know, relaxation, in my mind, what I've read, unlocks the ultimate door to creative imagination. When you're tense and uptight, it really creates a struggle. And you never really get to open the mind to the truth and the real beginnings that are available. They're there. You know, it is said that U.S. human beings use less than 20%, less than 15% of our total brain matter. There was a great movie that I really, really enjoyed. I watched this thing 10 times. It's called Lucy. And what it was is this young gal with a boyfriend was involved with some drug people, but the drug that they had manufactured were mind enhancement drugs. And so what they were doing is they were shipping them around the world, but they were doing it in people that they were actually surgically inserting a plastic bag of these little blue capsules into their stomachs and then sending them off around the world, to Tokyo, around the world. And this young gal ended up, you know, she got the guys, because she was a beautiful young lady, decided to take advantage of her, and she fought them, so they kicked her in the stomach and it released these pills inside of her. And the reaction was it caused her over time to use a bigger and bigger percentage of her mind capacity. It was a mind-blowing movie because it eventually allowed her to levitate people and do things with her mind that is only written in these futuristic movies that we watch, sci-fi movies that we watch. But it was an interesting movie. And all of a sudden, her percentage of her mind, at the end of the movie, it reached 100% capacity, and I won't ruin the end of the movie. But if you're into that kind of stuff, you would enjoy that movie called Lucy. Now, what are we trying to do here? I'm really trying to help you expand the capacity of your mind, this thinking muscle. That's what I refer to it as, this thinking muscle. And because I refer to it as a muscle, you have the ability to expand it. I mean, I have people that are clients that I have met that have multiple college degrees, that they're fairly intelligent people. So they have used a bigger capacity of their mind. There was something I was reading the other day that talked about people's uniqueness, their IQ. And Albert Einstein had an IQ of like 160 something. I don't know what mine was. I don't remember. They probably measured it one time, but I don't remember what it was. I would say I'm probably of average intelligence in most cases. The only difference between me and somebody else that hasn't found any success in their life is I made the decision to apply some of the rules and suggestions that I received through coaching and mentorship, i.e. Jody Victor, one of them, and the hundreds of books that I have read over the last 30 years in getting to this point in my life. And here I am today, and as I talk, little bits and fragments of what I have read are coming off my tongue. Now, what does that mean? I learned something. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to eliminate some stress in our life. In other words, it may be actually meditating, sitting down. And to me, meditating is you just sit down in a quiet place and close everything off. You sit in a comfortable position and just close your eyes and then just sit there and try to erase the blackboard of thoughts. Forget about what somebody said to you at breakfast this morning or what happened yesterday, because you know what? So many of us, we hinder ourselves by constantly thinking about the past. Now, the past is there, and we should have learned something. Every experience in life, every challenge in life is an opportunity to learn by and become better by. If you approach life that way, I believe you will find more happiness and success than thinking, oh, woe is me all the time. Now, so the relaxation is important. So you have to, relaxation is a personal quest, a personal achievement, and you must step out and fight for it. Relaxation makes a difference. We seek relaxation ceasingly, hungrily, and in an age of frantic, disturbed people who have forgotten how to relax. Many people feel this goal, relaxation, is unattainable in these hustle-bustle times in this oh so uncertain world. But relaxation is so important. It's like my business schedule. I did coaching with Dan Sullivan, the ultimate business coach. Went several years. And one of the things I learned in that coaching was understanding 3 types of days in my schedule. There are free days, buffer days, and focus days. And as I arranged my calendar every week, for example, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are my focus days. Focus days are when I focus on production and doing things that generate revenue for my company. Then buffer days in general are Fridays and Mondays. Fridays is finish up day. I clean up the messes I created all week. I finish up any paperwork. I may do bookkeeping, pay some bills, write checks. That's my Friday. On Monday is a buffer day, but the buffer day on Monday is more preparation for what's going to happen Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that when that appointment comes, I have a semblance of an idea what's going to happen and what I'm going to do. Then there are free days. free days are an absolute necessity in life. A free day is a day with family, with yourself, doing something you enjoy, love doing, but it is totally separate from business, separated from work in any way. In other words, it is my free day to do as I choose. And in that day is where the beginnings of relaxation come into play. Now, even in relaxation, I have to set a goal to relax. Otherwise, you know what? It may never happen. I actually put it in my schedule on weekends, and that when I expect to apply relaxation. It re-energizes me. It refuels my tanks so that I'm better adapt to take on the challenges of the week. Again, now, in this relaxed state and relaxing the mind so that whatever my task is, I start fresh, I start new, and I start 100% ready to accept this challenge. But at the same time, what comes out of that is it unlocks and unhinges the creative imagination in our mind. Because if you're stressed out with stuff going on all around you all the time, you really never get that moment to just roll your eyes back and think about something. Because that's where those thoughts come from, out of the ether. You know, what is the ether? Well, some people would not really have a big answer. My belief, it comes from God above. Because remember, everything that's created on earth, other than what God created naturally, came out of the thinking muscle, somebody's mind. So it came from somebody's creative imagination. So I want to make sure that I unlock that creative imagination. And the best way to do that is learning how to relax a bit. You know, get your act in order, learn how to relax, get control of time, because time is really the ingredient here. The one thing in the world that you cannot ever get back is time. There is only so much. There are only so many seconds in a day, so many minutes in a day. So you have to take control of that, and you have to set a goal or a specific appointment with yourself, sometimes for relaxation. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an activity that you truly enjoy doing that relaxes you. You know what my number one activity is in relaxation? It's listening to music. Susan Boyle, Josh Groban, Andre Bocelli. Those are the kinds of music that I love to listen to. And I can just listen and go off to another world when that happens. To me, that is an ultimate relaxed period of time. And when I'm listening to that music or that performer, you know, it's like The Voice, America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent, whatever it is. I love those shows because here's this 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old boy, whatever it is, these kids and people that have this unique talent to sing or whatever they're doing. And all of those talents are God-given. Imagine that. So when you're thinking about things and in your relaxation, it opens the door to creative imagination and allows ideas to flow. We're going to talk all week this week about relaxation and imagination. That there are three basic areas. This first one is a requirement for relaxation. If you never find that that relaxation. If you never practice relaxing for a few minutes, an hour, whatever it is, you're never going to be able to get to that peak performance level in your life. Enjoyment. Enjoyment comes out of relaxation. When I'm relaxing and I'm enjoying my favorite music or whatever I'm doing that is the thing that I really love and it relaxes me more than anything, then there is true enjoyment that comes out of that. And then the third one is looking for leisure. But relaxation is a byproduct, or leisure is the byproduct of relaxation. What is leisure? Leisure is that, man, it just feels good to do it. I don't have anything hanging on me. I don't have anything specific that I got to do. I'm not paying attention to any challenges in front of me because at this moment in time, I have set a goal and I am focused on relaxation. And relaxation leads to unleashing the creative imagination in your mind. Because you can't sit down and say, okay, turn on that creative imagination. You can't do that. You have to let it happen. It has to be an expectation that it's going to happen. And you can control that. That's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow. And on my list here tomorrow, there's going to be acquiring goals for self-fulfillment. X marks the spot for your inner revolution, an adventure in lifelong youth. So that's the topics for tomorrow when we come back. Get my new book, The Family Money Farm, the CFO Project. You can also go to cfo-project.com, put in your email address, and you'll get a link that will take you and download for you a total cover-to-cover free copy of my newest book, The Family Money Farm, the CFO Project. So you need to be aware of that. You can also go to www.firstconsultantsinc.com, and there is a wealth of information. You want to know more about me and what I'm all about? There's a video on the front page of that 2.5 minutes that tells you a lot about what I'm about, but there's a lot of resources on that page that you can use. There are videos, there are articles written and everything, and all of these podcasts that I create are listed in the resources on that website. So God bless. We'll see you here tomorrow for another exciting personal growth day with a focus on relaxation and creative imagination. See you tomorrow. Bye.